Hello everyone, this is Dark Synovia here. You're going to get a treat this time. You're going to get 2 reviews for the price of 1. I haven't really had the time to upload videos, but my other review of the other 2 books prior to these have already been done. They've been done for about 2 or 3 weeks now. So you'll be getting 2 videos. Anyway, what I'm reviewing this time is the Agent of Chaos Duology by James Luceno. And what do I think of them? Love them. This is like if you've seen my last few reviews on the New Jedi Order books, love them. I really did. I love them. Why am I reviewing 2 books considering there's so... I just think... I'll give my reasons why later. But this gives Han what he really desperately needed, because at the end of Vector Prime, Han Solo is pretty much lost. Chewie dies, nothing's the same anymore, and his children are pretty much growing up. Honestly, his children are Jedi now. And Han Solo doesn't really know what to do with himself. He does make some brief appearances in the Dark Tide Duology, but he doesn't really play a big role. And here, Han Solo is perhaps the main star of this duology. Yeah, there's other characters that play a big role, like Noom Honor, Leia. I don't know why the Reader's Companion lists Luke Skywalker as the leading characters, even though Luke and Moore are barely in these books. And it is great because the thing I have a problem with, honestly, I don't understand why people hated these books. These actually see these characters because Han Solo is not invincible. Neither is any of the characters. They're human. And the struggles that Han Solo goes through in these books, because Chewie is dead. Chewie has basically been through hell and back. And Hero's Trial for the first book is an appropriate title for that. Very appropriate. Maybe that should... A lot of things have happened, honestly. You know, I can't give into much detail without spoilers, but there are some moments I loved about this book with Han Solo, going solo. I know it's really weird. Going solo. And in the first half of this book, Han Solo starts off with Chewie's funeral. And Han Solo doesn't really want any of Chewie's family near, have a life debt for him, considering the fact that many people have died protecting Han, a few other Wookiees. Chewie wasn't the first, but you wouldn't know that if you haven't read Paradise Share, which I'll talk about that book in the future. This book, at least this series of books in general, I really wish Harrison Ford would have read the original expanded universe, because Han Solo is far from one-dimensional character. Far from it. Far from a one-dimensional character. Far from it. Now, what is the general plot? The first half of the duology, the Yuuzhan Vong are trying to assassinate as many Jedi as possible, and that's basically what the main premise for the first book is. And trying to deliver a political prisoner to claiming that she has a cure for Mora's illness, but you find out that's not true. And Han Solo is the reason why many Jedi are still alive by the end of the first book. But instead of returning to his family and all the other stuff, he helps a Ronanian by the name of Domuria to help rescue his clanmates, which is one of the main premises behind the second book. Of course, the second book doesn't really focus much on Han. It has a lot more stuff with the Yuuzhan Vong in here, and along with Leia. There's many things I can say that are good about this duology. I think it does advance the characters, at least of Han Solo, and it does just show the dread that things are happening in this duology. And it's setting things up for things to come. Centerpoint Station, which, if you read the Chrononian trilogy, could be the New Republic's hope against the Yuuzhan Vong. And for those of you who've read the entire series, I would appreciate it that you don't spoil it, please. I'm reviewing this as if people never read these books. There are some negatives I could say about the book. I did thought the pacing for the second half of the duology was a little slow. During the first half of the book, I thought it was a little slow. And I wish there wasn't enough Han Solo moments in this book, in the second half of the duology. But, that aside, I do think it's another solid entries into the New Jedi Order series, and I would give them 4 out of 5 stars. Not quite as good as Vector Prime or the Dark Tide duology, but still solid nevertheless. Now, stay tuned, everyone, for the next review of the Expanded Universe, where I'm going to go way back in time to a time way before this, and a time where the Empire wasn't a thing yet. That book, my friends, will be Star Wars Cloak of Deception by James Luceno. Have a great day, everyone, and may the Force be with you.